And we're live, Dean.
Are you afraid of failure? Hey, creatives. Hey, you out there. Are you afraid of failure? If so, you're afraid of success. That's what we got to say today. Welcome to New Thought Live with Rich Smith and Dean Regan RScP. So are you squelching your creative spirit because you're afraid of failure? Are you afraid that you won't win? Today on New Thought Live, we're going to share secrets of failing forward. Thank you, John C. Maxwell. Forgive your fear and focus on the perfect manifestation of your creative ideas and success. Spoiler alert, this may be the worst discussion we've ever had on social media. Hopefully, we won't fail. So that's what we're talking about, Richard.
We're not afraid to fail.
We're not afraid to fail. Lord knows.
So if you're afraid to fail, are you afraid to fail? If so, then you're afraid of success. How does that relate?
Okay, so the whole deal with failure and the idea of failing forward, say that quickly 12 times, failing forward is that you identify what you want to experience. You experience what you've experienced, and if you judge it as not going in the direction that you want it to be, you identify it as a failure and recognize that you have found one more way to not work. Reframe it as positive and move forward. So many of us, now never me, oh, please, never me. No, that's absolutely not true. So many of us, and I can really relate, have a failure. And basically, we just spend our time hitting our head against the wall and beating ourselves up because it didn't go the way we wanted it to go. I had a career move once that was like that for me. It's like, oh my God, what a huge failure. And I wallowed in the mire of that failure for quite some time before I was able to reframe it. And reframing it as, hey, this is just one way I know didn't work, moving on.
Yeah. You know, most of the time in, my career, I felt like I was being successful every time something great happened. It wasn't until after I got older and I look back and I go, Jesus, I failed at my dream, which was to win an Academy Award for my movies. But, and then you reframe it. And it's thank God I didn't, because I'm doing what I'm doing now. I love what I'm doing now. And if I had won that Academy Award, it would have taken me someplace else, probably. Who knows? So failing forward. Yeah. Learning from your lessons and then picking yourself up by the bootstraps and moving forward with your dream.
One thing to use in this, and again, I think this is John Maxwell, but he has a book named called Failing Forward. But a credo you want to just wrap yourself around is fail immediately, fail often, fail forward. Don't worry about it. If there's a failure, you're out there, you're working it. Don't worry about it. Keep moving forward. Enjoy, reframe it, learn from it, and keep going. Do not allow that failure gap before I focus on what I want again.
Yeah.
It's just decision velocity. Fail, move forward. Fail, move forward. Succeed, move forward. Fail, move forward. I saw a graphic online I just love. So many people think it's like, okay, do something, go to win or go to fail. And the graphic was pointing out it's more like a pinball game. Do something, fail around, enjoy yourself, follow your bliss, follow your creative idea, but keep going and focus on what it is that you're wanting.
Yeah, exactly. I have my 52 laws and principles, and Dean was pointing out principle 37. No matter what you may think, your movie called life is already a huge success. And so this reminds you that you can't get it wrong. Everything you experience in your movie called life is not only perfect, whole, and complete, but destined to become a hit. So your movie is going to become a hit.
And the metaphor of the movie, that aspect of your life, that task, that experiment that you're doing, is a hit. It's the reframing things for the positive perception, reframing each thing in the positive, authentically, not sugarcoating, not spiritual bypassing, but reframing it in the positive, or framing it in the positive, not even reframing it. It's like, okay, great, right off the bat, this was a positive thing. This is what I learned. Here's how I move. You know how emphatic I'm being today? God, my God, I'm emphaticing all over the place. Just the idea that I have successfully found a way that does not work, and I keep moving forward.
Yeah. And just accept things the way they are, knowing that everything, for me, everything in my movie called life, the movie that I'm living right now, is perfect, whole, and complete. And it's unfolding in perfect order because I trust that there's a bigger plan for my life, even bigger than what I can even imagine, and not sure what that is. And so I just accept the faith that everything is unfolding perfectly and I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And so that's what I have to say to you guys, is you're right where you're supposed to be. There's no mistakes in life. There are no mistakes in what's happening in your life. You are here because you're meant to be here and you're serving a purpose in this life. And you don't know what that purpose is right now, or you may know what it is, but it's going to unfold perfectly for you. And you're going to look back someday and go, oh God, thank God that dream that I had didn't happen. Or thank God that I am where I am right now because I'm really enjoying. And I think that's the key, Dean, too, is enjoy where you are right now. Even with all the failures that brought you here, just live in the joy of being where you are right now, accepting that.
Appreciating the failures. Appreciating it's just part of the path. Ernest Holmes speaks about in The Science of Mind, a philosophy of faith, a way of life. He's not just talking about failures here. He's talking about beliefs, false beliefs. And he says, begin to blot out one by one all false beliefs, all ideas that man is limited, poor, or miserable. Refuse to think of failure or doubt your own power. See only what you wish to experience and nothing else. We are relieved of all thought of clinging to anybody or anything. We are not depending on a reed shaken by the wind, but on principle of life itself, for all that we have or ever shall need. It's not some power or great power, it's all power. All we have to do is to believe, never wavering, no matter what happens. And then he says, as we do this, we shall find that things are steadily coming our way and that they are coming without that awful effort, which destroys the peace of mind, from the majority of the race. We know that there can be no failure in God's mind, and this mind is the power on which we are depending. Love it. So that's page 302, paragraph 3 in Science of Mind.
Yeah. Oh, Ernest Holmes, brilliant. I love his writings.
God bless Ernest Holmes.
Yeah.
So, you know how he says, focus on that which you are wanting to accomplish, that which you are wanting to create. I hope that we've all worked with people who had a tremendously myopic creative vision. And I hope that these folks that we've witnessed and worked with who have had a remarkably myopic, single-focused creative vision have also had compassion and love in their experience. If you're focusing on what you want does not mean being a steamroller or injuring anyone else. It doesn't mean injuring yourself or injuring anyone else. It means simply having the compassion, the empathy of those people around you, but also focusing without wavering on that which you are wanting to create, that creative idea. That's the only adjustment or furtherance of that writing that I would say is just, it doesn't have to be a steamroller. When it doesn't have to be myopic in a negative way.
Yeah.
It can be a joyous, all-inclusive way, not injuring yourself or anybody else.
Yeah, that's great. And I was just looking at what you were just reading there, and begin to blot out one by one the false beliefs. And I use that metaphor: your life's a movie, and it's just an illusion. Everything that you're experiencing, you created. It's an illusion. You can change it by changing your beliefs. Change your thoughts, change your beliefs, change your life and change the world. That's what New Thought Tuesdays is all about, right, Dean?
New Thought Tuesdays on Tuesday. Join us there, newthoughttuesdays.com. We're there on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. People were asking me, so where's Rich? Rich is in Los Angeles and I'm in Newark, Delaware. So we're on different parts of the world, though Rich sounds like he's coming straight from Southie. Not Southie, Boston, right from Boston.
Because I parked my car at Harvard Yard.
Parked his car.
Parked my car at Harvard Yard.
New Thought Tuesdays coming up this Tuesday, and we will see you there with more stuff like this. Oh, why would you want to be there? Go to newthoughttuesdays.com and get one of our email reminders, and we'll send you the private link so you can be part of the discussion. You can be part of the community, and you can have another place to experience and express your spiritual practice and your spiritual growth. I'm so grateful for you and for our community.
Yeah.
So that's all I got for today. Rich, anything else you got?
No, that's it. We'll just see you on Tuesday.
You know it.
Okay. Take care. See you later, Dean.